Should be live here in just a minute. Once everything's good and up, moving, running. Gotta get my chats up and all that. Dun dun. Is that a notification? Wow. What a surprise. Anyway, my chat's loading up, so how's everybody doing who might be here? I don't know if anyone is. Kind of a weird thing. There's not a lot of news this week. Literally just guys are returning from injury, kind of. You know, next week's the big IR return where everybody can kind of actually come back from IR. So that's kind of like a big news week, but I don't think there's anything significant that's happened. Not loading my chat. I'm waiting for it. Not ignoring anybody. Oh, there we go. All right, let me get in there. Loading it. Dude, look at it fucking loading. How we all doing though? Boy, is this loading slow as dog shit. What the fuck? It's okay. Take your time. Yep. Yeah. What is going on? Why is this doing this? That was weird. Okay. Did everybody leave? I guess the stream might have to be over tonight. Everybody left. What's up, Donald? I guess you're the only one here tonight. Oh, well, it says only one person, so now YouTube's doing me dirty. That's cool. Well, make sure you guys leave likes. I don't know. 3. That's pretty good. No one's left any likes. Good support. Appreciate you guys. Terrible to start to the stream tonight. I don't really give a fuck about basketball. I do cool. I don't know what any of that means. I appreciate you, Donald. Some of you guys are cool. Most of the people here aren't really. Everyone claims to, but it's always like I'll have like one like, and it's like, well, I liked it, and I think I'm the only one who did. Everyone's like, no, I did. I swear, bro. I left like 7. Like, okay. I don't know. Don't really know what the Raiders quarterback situation is. I think their backup's Aiden O'Connell. I don't imagine Stidham's on that team anymore. Didn't they draft some like rookie who had like the best preseason? What's up, Daniel? I remember that very cleanly that happened. No, I don't think it's a maybe. That happened. I'm right. Yeah, I'm 100% right on this. He looks like fucking Favre from the movie Super Troopers. What's up, Phil? Yeah, so I don't know. I think the Raiders might be okay if Jimmy doesn't play. That kid seemed pretty promising. But you never know. Preseason's preseason for a reason. He was up against backups and all that. Plus the Raiders, I don't know. They seem pretty. I don't think Josh McDaniels is gonna last next season. We'll see though. It looks like Josh isn't meant to be a head coach. Where does he go back? Does he go back to New England? Does he quit coaching? It's going good, Daniel. How's it going? I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got signed to a practice squad or whatever. Pretty low key signing. Not a big deal. Again, there just hasn't really the problem is there's just no news. It's just kind of vague, some guys are practicing, you have updates on the Lions guys. But like that's about it. And the Packers, who's playing, who's not, but outside of those two situations, it's like guys are kind of practicing, showing signs that they're ready to play again. But nothing's like super guaranteed this week, or it's just I don't think any like major players signed or any tradings really happened. There isn't like this massive turmoil like there is with the Bears last week, with seemingly every day a new fucking dire situation popped up. Like DC getting raided, and then they fired him, and then all the players were talking shit about the coaches, and then some of their shit got stolen. So it's not like that. Like, there's nothing good like that even happening this week. Yeah, that's like the only news is like, it's pretty rare that players of the week are are like front page news on NFL.com on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? It's like, that seems like it shouldn't be big enough news to be one of the 6 big stories. That's usually a sign of like, nothing really happened today. Damn. And no one's really showing up to this stream tonight, eh? Goodness gracious. Well, we'll see if it gets going. If not, we'll just end it. We're not going to waste anyone's time with this. 27-24, more than likely. Oh, Pats, yeah. Oh, you said Pats. Cats works too for tomorrow. To see that Toy Story London. Oh, I don't care about what Disney does. What I'm really wondering is about Jonathan Taylor. Is he going to be ready next week? No, he's not going to play for the Colts. Whatever you think's going to happen, he's not playing for the Indianapolis Colts. I'd rather see the game on Nickelodeon, where it belongs. Screw the NFL for abandoning Nickelodeon. The MVP is a time-honored tradition at this point. It even has its own reference on Pro Football Reference now. They actually track the award. So it's a real award, and I don't really stand with Disney getting its own game. Oh, damn, we're down to 3 people left. I'd rather talk about the Jonathan Taylor situation. The Eagles blow them out? What? In what situation? Like this week? No, I don't think the Eagles get blown out this week. They're playing Washington. What? I'm confused what you mean. Cool. I don't know. I don't watch Nickelodeon. I couldn't tell you what they do on that channel. It could be a gay porn channel now, and I wouldn't know, dude. I haven't watched that shit since I turned like 13. I can't tell you what happens over there. I would say almost any team that doesn't have a good running back that wants to be a serious Super Bowl contender will go after Jonathan Taylor as soon as he hits the open market. Right now, the Colts are like being super unrealistic about what they want for Jonathan Taylor. But when week 5 comes and this dude doesn't fucking play, they're gonna be like, all right, probably. What's up, Ethan? Fantasy? I think I'm 1-2 and 2-1. I'd have to check. I don't really look at fantasy that hard. I have to do some stuff for this week, but we'll see how. I don't know. I like my team right now. But what were we talking about, Donald? I'm sorry. Uh-oh. God damn it. All right, we're good. Oh, okay. Oh, like the Eagles are going to blow them out. Probably not. I don't know. The Eagles haven't really been blowing anybody out this year. You know what I mean? It seems like all their games have been like really, really close one-score games. Even if they're high scoring, it's shootout. Low scoring, it's close. I don't know. It just seems like the Eagles are just winning games this year, not exactly like dominating opponents. And I think there's something to that kind of like way of playing football. I'm not really sure why. You're not doing too much. You're not like overexposing yourself for big plays just to, run the score up and win by a lot. Do what you can to win. Make sure, keep your close game muscles sharp. Keep your, clutch muscles sharp, if that makes sense. It's easy to win games in blowouts, but it's a lot harder to win in one-score games and like where you like kind of can build the fortitude of your team's character. So you can kind of coach to one-score games. Maybe that's what Philly's doing. I don't know. Because again, they can win in a pissing match, right? They can score with just about anybody. But the real question is, can they win like these low scoring games where maybe they don't score 40, 30 plus points a game, and the score kind of stays in the low 20s? Maybe that's where they're. I mean, it could honestly just be them fucking with people. I mean, they're a really good team. It's kind of hard to tell. And yeah, playing in the low score games opens themselves up to losing. But again, they have the ability to kind of close gaps. And I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that and overthinking that. But I think the Eagles have been. I don't know if the Eagles are playing close games on purpose to. Again, they played good teams though. Like the Patriots have a good defense. Lions or they didn't play the Lions yet this year. Never mind. Who the hell? No, they haven't played good teams. I don't know. Maybe never mind about all I just said about the Eagles, but I feel like there's some validity to it. Nice, Fernando. Good pick'em record. I think Anthony Richardson is pretty close to playing. Christian Watson. Well, there's a whole list of We'll go over the Lions and old cheeseheads, Packers. Sorry, I forgot their team name somehow. I'm like, oh, we're playing, the team from Green Bay. They eat cheese. Aaron Rodgers was their quarterback last year. They had Donald Driver in the recent past. Just like naming off all the like random facts about them. They drafted AJ Hawk and Clay Thomas, and that was a pretty crazy duo for a while there for him. Then AJ Hawk went to Cincinnati Bengals. Not the Bengals. What the fuck team are the Lions playing? They're in the NFC North. They're one of the oldest teams. They always beat the Bears. Just trying to name what the Packers are. So my counter argument to everyone saying that the push play should be banned, you do know that like regardless of like, all right, you ban the play. Now Jalen Hurts just does a quarterback sneak anyway and still gets the first down or still scores the touchdown. Like honestly, other than it kind of just looks really cool, which there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, what's wrong with that? What's the difference? Kind of a dangerous play, but like so is the quarterback sneak. It's like the same idea. Jalen Hurts is what, like fucking 6'3". It's not like he's trying to get like half a yard at a time. I mean, we watched Tom Brady literally say hike and fall forward for 18 years in New England, and then another 4 down in Tampa. Yeah, it just seems like that, Donald. Like the Eagles are holding back a little bit and might be pulling their punches to play in closer games to kind of coach themselves up a little bit in those tight game situations that, you don't really run into when you're a good team like the Eagles. Who are the Panthers playing? They play the Vikings. If Bryce Young's healthy enough, you may... Oh, no, you don't want to play him. Yeah, you just want to maybe play Andy Dalton this week because... Oh, come on. Why is my internet spazzing out? Because Danielle Hunter is like second in the NFL in stats, and the Vikings are actually pretty good up defensive front. And with that offensive line, you maybe just throw Andy Dalton out there. No, it doesn't. I'm pretty sure a quarterback sneaks convert like 90% of the time. Especially under a yard, which is basically the only time Philadelphia runs that play. It's an under yard play because you don't get that far when like that situation happens because you kind of stop and start going back. Like you only get so many yards when you do that scrum play. It's like a yard, like a half yard when you do that play. But again, how are you stopping Jalen Hurts from converting a half-yard play from being 6'3" and the athleticism that he's got, you know? I've often wondered why teams haven't learned how to... you know what I would do if I was a quarterback, if I was an offensive coordinator? Probably a good thing I'm not, but I would teach my fullback how to take snaps under center. And I'd just be like, you guys know it's coming. Go ahead and stop my fucking fullback direct snap. Like, why not? Like, why hasn't one team tried just handing it off to the running back directly under center for like a 2-yarder or like the quarter instead of like ruining your quarterback? Just send your fullback out there. Teach that big bitch how to take a snap. It's not that hard. Fucking 12-year-olds learn how to take snaps. 8-year-olds learn how to take snaps. Shit, well, how old do they teach kids to start taking snaps from centers in football? I don't know. I didn't play really young. Yeah, you literally, when your quarterback's big, you can just convert those. The push play is just fun. I don't know. I don't really see the point of banning it. And I think that's where the NFL comes from. Like, what's the difference between that and the quarterback sneak? There's really not one. It's not an illegal formation. Well, you're banning that formation for what? Because it's hard to stop somebody? You know what that sounds like to me? Remember in the early well, you guys probably don't. Remember in the early 2000s when the league was complaining so hard and Donald, go into your settings. Like there could be like a little circle wheel or like a little or something, and put it on all messages instead of top, or like live chat, all messages. There should be a little setting at the top of your thing. It could fix it up. So that's the all-time success rate of the quarterback sneak from under a yard versus something that was just started last season. Defenses have like there's like 3 teams that do that, and like there's not really a way to plan around it yet. You do know, like you really can't compare the two right now. The quarterback sneak's been happening since the beginning of football, and it's nearly an 80% success rate. Do you see how high that is, Fernando? That other play will eventually shrink way down to around 80% as soon as they figure out how to stop it. Because it used to be, how do you stop the quarterback sneak? How would you? How do you stop that? They'll figure something out. That Wildcat rained hell on the NFL for a couple years there. That shit was crazy. And then it wasn't. Remember how, do you guys remember that, the Wildcat era? It started against the Patriots, and then we played the Dolphins again later that year, and we beat the dog fucking shit out of the Dolphins, and everybody went, well, that's the end of the Wildcat then. And everybody quit running the Wildcat after that game. It was the weirdest thing. It's like, it worked against the Patriots. We got our asses beat the first time. Dolphins broke that shit out. Dolphins went on a tour. A bunch of other teams started doing it. Then the Patriots played the Dolphins again like 6 weeks later, and we fucked them all up. And I think the Dolphins had like negative rushing yards in that game. It was a brutality. I don't think it was that bad, but to the point where everybody abandoned the Wildcat. What's up, Jehu? It was like it started against the Patriots, and then the Patriots went, "Sorry about that. Here's how you destroy it," and then it just vanished. But anyway, back to the call for the push to ban this tush push. Silly shit. It reminds me of back in the early 2000s. No, we haven't talked about the good stuff yet. It reminds me of back in the early 2000s when the Patriots figured out how to play defense better than everybody. And then the NFL, basically, a bunch of the other teams were like, we can't stop this. How do we stop the Patriots? They're too physical. And then they instituted all those shitty rules that protect the receiver that everybody hates nowadays. You know, the Patriots rules. You can thank the Colts and the Steelers, the Eagles. Who the fuck else cried? The Rams. Just about everybody. Raiders. Everybody cried that we were too physical, and then they changed the rules of the game. You don't want the NFL to do that. Trust me, you do not want the NFL to change. Last time they changed rules like that, they made it so you aren't allowed anywhere near a wide receiver after a yard. The thing was against the Wildcat formation was to have rushers. Most edge rushers to keep them from. Yeah, it was basically you just had to like stack the box. It was eventually figured out, but it had the league in a stranglehold. The Wildcat. Yep, as long as Brock Purdy can play good, not lose the game. He doesn't even have to win; just don't lose it. He's got all the talent in the world around him. Very good defense, elite coaching, somewhat elite coaching, and everything seems to be in place. The Eagles tried it 5 times on my count. After the third one, the Bucks put. I think teams are trying to figure out how to stop it. Again, I think they're trying unconventional means to figure out how to stop the play. Because again, it's still new. What is it, like a year and a half old? The Eagles broke that shit out in the playoffs last year, right? Yeah, I think they'll get rid of Mike McDaniel. I think so too. He's a bit of a fraud. Too corny for the NFL. No one likes him. Bit of a try-hard. To be honest, why would you put up 70 points? And apparently he wanted to keep scoring. No, I mean Mike McDaniel. Let's be honest here. Smoke and mirrors. I'm gonna dispel the myth around this huckster, Mike McDaniel. This carnival barker. What's up, Karam? No, I know you're talking about Karam too. Or Josh. Yeah, I was yeah, I'm assuming he's gonna get fired at the end of the year. I think he's already out. That fucking team is broken. Josh just isn't a good head coach. I welcome him back to New England in a heartbeat. He can come right back to coach. Come on back. Welcome, Josh. We missed you. We kept the seat warm. Get Mac back to playing good. Whatever the fuck you did his rookie year, get that back. You and Bill collaborate. For the Eagles, but I have no clue the Patriots can even do that. Patriots can run. Their line's getting better, the Patriots. Instead of their coaching contracts, go check out what their stats they've done since San Francisco for joining. They made the playoffs almost every year. Yeah, those 49ers are great coaching. Yeah, we knew what was going to happen out there. You watching the Rangers, Crom? Are you nervous? How are they doing? I know they're in a tight playoff race. I'm very sad about Saturday. It'll be the last time I watch Miguel Cabrera play baseball in a Tigers uniform. I can't watch Sunday because if they play at 3 and the fucking Patriots play at 4. No, just blowing a game isn't pulling a Falcons. They're only up by like 18 points. It's not that big. 18 points ain't shit, I'll be honest. That's fucking 3 touchdowns. Like, this is a touchdown and a touchdown, 1 extra point, and a field goal. Like, that's nothing. Like, you know what I mean, Jay? Who it's like, kind of, but it's also like a really good quarter. You can make that up. Hell, you get lucky on defense, you make that shit up in like 5 minutes. It's a lot closer than people might think it might be. But the week 2 game we did it when. Yeah. Our line wasn't great, but I think the addition of Vidarian Lowe, Trent Brown's back and healthy. That was the biggest thing, is having Trent Brown back. I noticed we were way better with him. As long as Onwenu's good, he should be this week. Strange is practicing and is all good. And Andrews is obviously all good. The biggest advantage the Patriots do have in that game is having two of the guys that played on their team for a while. Greer was there for like almost 2 years as a backup, and was recently their backup quarterback in spring. So he knows their current playbook really well. If they change a few things, that's whatever. He kind of knows certain things. And obviously Zeke was Dak's partner in crime for like their entire careers so far. So obviously Zeke is feeding the team like, hey, when Dak does X, Y, or Z, this means X, Y, or Z is going to happen. Like, hey, if Dak all of a sudden is going like this or something and adjusting something, or like he like touches his chest, or like the small things that like he might signal to everybody, or like just does before he's nervous and Zeke picked up on it. The Patriots don't know those things, and that could really help the Patriots out, especially, and that could tilt the game slightly in the favor of the Patriots, especially when you have a game planner like Belichick, a defense as good as the Patriots have. It really comes down to what the fuck if the Patriots can even do anything against their defense. Eesh. Happy birthday, radio. Yeah, Matt gave a really funny interview. If Rangers win and Astros lose tonight, Rangers can clinch division by, oh, there we go. But again, Dallas should win the game, but I think we could get the upset. I don't think an upset's as crazy as fucking it might seem. I think the Cardinals also might have blueprinted him. I also looked it up. Apparently, the Cardinals are like 9-2 in their last 11 games versus Dallas. So I don't know if that just means the Cardinals just kind of own the Cowboys, and it's just something that no one really knew about. So I have no idea. And if you think I'm kidding, go look at. Hold on a second. I think I'm right about that. I seen a very credible tweet. Yeah, look how many L's they have, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of their last 8 games, they have 7 losses. This is hilarious how bad they are against the Arizona Cardinals. Look at this. They barely beat. Their only good stretch of games was back in 2003. Look at this. 2003, 2005, and 2006 was good. Then 2008, 2010, 2011, 2014, 2017 was okay. 2020, 22, 23. That's crazy. Who, the Patriots? Versus who? The Cowboys? Well, that's Brady. Brady fucking dicks down the Cowboys. He hated that fucking team. I guess we should talk about that. The criminal Mac Jones, the dirtiest player, the only dirty player in all of football. I didn't realize that, by the way. Did you guys know that there's only one current dirty player in the NFL? That's the impression I got. No one else has ever been mentioned. I've never seen another player ever get called out for dirty play, other than literally Mac Jones. Is Mac Jones a clean player? Nah, I don't know. He's a little competitive, plays a little aggressive, sure. How do you? I have a question for you, Gio. For sure, Phil. I'll be back in a little while. I'll be live for a little bit. No, it's because he's a Patriot. Well, it's also funny that, like, you know, Darius like called him a dirty player this week. You know what's funny? After we played the Eagles, he praised Mac Jones, called him a great player, played a great game, said a bunch of positive things. And then after he wins, he's a dirty player. Every time Mac Jones wins a game, they fucking do some weird shit about it. Gio, I have a question. Did you see what happened to him just before that? When he have a good night, Donald. But when he why would did you see that play? The what happened prior? Oh, you didn't. So are you just as angry at CJ Mosley for his dirty actions before? Are any of you who are mad at Mac Jones for his dirty play mad at what they did to him prior? CJ Mosley, after the play was clearly dead, just decided to slam Mac Jones into the ground. And then as Mac tried to get up, fucking Sauce slammed him on the, like, pushed him down really hard. And then when Mac got up, he seemingly love tapped Mac and then old buddy in the dick. So was Mac just supposed to get his ass kicked and take it like a little bitch? How come you don't care about what they did to Mac prior to when Mac defended himself against them savages? Sauce was involved in shoving him. Sauce was involved in the play. Why do you think Mac got up and fucking tapped him? Also, yeah, Sauce fucking 4 plays prior when Mac did his quarterback sneak, he also fucking punched Mac in the fucking chest and in the neck area a couple plays prior. No. There was you literally don't know. You didn't even know about the CJ Mosley situation. No, and all of those other situations, there's always shit that happens with the play before, during that play. It's always stupid. Oh, hold on. Huh. Man, the Wi-Fi is terrible. Anyway. Like, again, if you don't really know about the whole play, why are you casting judgment on this situation? Like, they fucking did Mac dirty as fuck. I bet you CJ Mosley's gonna get fined for that shit, dude. That was fucking Bush League. What the fuck was CJ doing? Why'd Sauce punch Mac in the face when he did a quarterback sneak? No, I'm just saying, why doesn't anybody call out that dirty play? How come people aren't writing think pieces about fucking Sauce Gardner being dirty when he punched Mac in the face? Yeah, they're pretty good. They don't really. Yeah, they're doing good. Who have they played? And I'm not trying to say like they're not good. I'm just asking like, because I don't know off the top of my head who other opponents are. The Titans, Steelers. Bengals? Bengals are impressive. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not saying Mac is like a sweetheart or doesn't fucking play mean or aggressive, but it's just really suspicious and really weird that the only player who currently in the NFL who actually, I guess, plays dirty is Mac Jones. Have you know? Isn't that kind of weird? You kind of have to agree with that a little bit, right? How come the only player that gets called out for dirty play is Mac Jones? Literally, can you find me another example? And I guess is he the only I guess he's the only player who's dirty in the NFL. That's it. It's Mac Jones. He's a 1-on-1. That's it. When you look at dirty players, it's just Michael McCorkle Jones and nobody else. But like, why isn't only Mac getting called out? Isn't that weird? That's my big problem with the whole Mac Jones is a dirty player narrative. Fine if he is. I don't care if he's a dirty player. I'm fine with that. As I've always said and will always say, I'm fine with cheating. I'm fine with dirty play. I'm fine with whatever. As long as it's not like with the intent to hurt anybody, right? Because again, whatever Mac's done, it's never really been like fucking enough to hurt anybody or like malicious intent. A lot of it you could excuse for like the spirit of competitiveness and being a jackass. Like those two things can be true more than he's being like. There's dirty with the intention to be a jackass and be over competitive, which is I think what Mac is, rather than being dirty with the intent to cheat and injure people. You know what I mean? I think there's two different realities. I think Mac's more the first than the latter, which is why I don't give a fuck. If he thinks it'll help him get a little bit of a win, then it's like, all right, you're being a bit of a jackass, dude. You gotta stop that. And he's getting called out by Patriots like team leaders, so he'll probably correct that shit. Apparently, but like if it's starting to get people like D-Mac a little upset, he'll reel it in. No, the NFL already said they're not doing anything about it because they're like, we don't fucking care about that. We're more concerned about with what CJ Mosley did. What the fuck was that? He slid and his foot popped up. If you've never slid, have you played as a quarterback? Have you ever quarterback slid before? Go slide like that and tell me and try and see what happens with your fucking free leg. Add in the fact that Mac had a high ankle sprain and he didn't have the greatest control of his leg, like of his fucking lower extremity at that point in time because he rushed back. I'll defend that kick. I don't think he did that shit on purpose. Joe Burrow also has a high leg slide. No one says a thing about it. I watched Joe Burrow slide someone in the nuts. Dude, I'm literally telling you, if you've never played quarterback and you never slid, it's like a weird situation where sometimes your leg goes up. Happens in baseball to me. That's why I fucking hated sliding, dude. I have the same issue. My leg kicks out hard. Look at here. Slide nut kick. Where's the Burrow slide? Oh, it was against the Patriots too. Look at this. Hold on, I remember this because it was against us. Look. See? Sometimes your leg just happens to pop up. Isn't that really weird? It happened to Joe Burrow. How come no one cared? Yeah, because Joe Burrow didn't have a fucking high ankle sprain and he controlled it at the end. Yeah, dude, it's just a thing. It's just it's when your fucking ankle sprained, it's probably a little fucking harder to pull your leg down as quick as you need to. Oh, was I wrong? I'm sorry, was I wrong? Or did I just illustrate my point perfectly? Now everybody's kind of fucking going like, oh, well, technically he didn't bring his leg down as fast. Yeah, why? Why couldn't he bring his sprained right leg down as fast as a person without a sprained right leg? Gee, I wonder. Mac Jones thought Brian Burns had the football. And Mac Jones and Brian Burns have talked about that. Burns defends Mac Jones is not a dirty player now because he understood what the fuck. No, there's a difference. His leg literally went up. It's the same thing that happened to Mac, but the Patriots player got out of the way. The Bears defender was a retarded rookie and he just ran into it. Half the reason the guy fell into Mac's foot was it's like half his fault. The Patriots player got out of the way. Do you see the difference? That's like Brisker's fucking fault, dude. He literally ran into the fucking guy. Like, go watch the play. Look at the Patriots player get out of the way and look at the other guy just stand there like a fucking idiot. Dude, he's sliding. Get out of the way. 90% of the time, that could be a penalty on Brisker for trying to fuck with the slide, dude. It's like, dude, move. You're going to get kicked. What was I about to talk about before I went into that diatribe? Oh, the Brian Burns situation. Mac Jones literally thought that Brian Burns had the football and he was making a tackle. And when Brian Burns found that out, he's like, oh, fuck, okay. Because again, it's not the intent to injure. It's literally when you talk to a guy and you find out what the situation actually was, you go, oh, okay, that wasn't what it was. And I bet you Mac and Sauce have talked about it, and I bet you Sauce went, oh, okay. It wasn't as deep. Because, again, I'm pretty sure the situation is Sauce is acting up this because he doesn't want to get fucking fined. I'm telling you, and that's fine. Hey, have more power to Sauce. If he has an angle to play, he's fine. But, it's really annoying. Literally, Sauce is doing this so he doesn't get a fucking $50,000 fine for shoving a player after a play. That's literally what the situation is. If you don't believe me, Wait till the fines come out this week. I bet you Sauce picked up some money. It picked up the fine, and I bet you CJ Mosley picked up a fine, and Mac probably did too. Even though there's really not any real evidence that Mac did anything wrong either. Other than maybe a cub check. And that's not really even dirty. That's just good game. That's gamemanship. You ever play sports? If that's a dirty play, then what do you call first baseman in the MLB? Max got balls. Hey, what do I have to say, man? Hey, would you do that if you got sacked by Myles Garrett, knowing what could happen to you? I'm sorry. What, do you want your quarterback to just whimper and fucking take it up the ass for Myles? I'm sorry, my quarterback's an alpha male, fucking not a beta bitch. Can't help it. He's a true American patriot, Mac Jones. He stands for the flag. He eats at Hooters. Got a hot girlfriend that isn't a guy that you know. I don't really know any right-wing things. I just kind of go off like 4 talking points that I see Max and them post in the Discord. They're about the closest thing to right-wing stuff I'm exposed to. I'm like, all right, this is the stuff they care about. Hooters and American patriotism. God. That's about it. I think that's all they care about. That's fine, you know, and they like sports, which is cool. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like on stream, consider doing so. We almost have 10 whole likes. Stream's actually not doing so bad, eh? It's got like almost 50, 60 views. Hey, there we go. That's pretty good. I think I'm gonna have to go buy a super long Ethernet cord. I don't think the Wi-Fi is consistent enough for me when I stream. And down she goes as I speak. Well, that's like an eerie prophetic statement. That was an eerie prophetic thing, huh? So nervous for our Sunday game. I really don't want to lose because then all Cowboys fans are. Oh, you live in Dallas? Yeah. They should win though. It's like, what are you fucking talking shit about? You're 7-point favorites. If y'all don't win and win big, it's a fucking embarrassment. That's all I'd remind them of. Be like, hey, you're 7-point favorites. You better win. And if they win, be like, what? Yeah, congrats. You beat a team you were favored to beat by a touchdown. That's considered a fucking blowout almost in betting. It's a crazy line. Yeah, because their fucking offense is, dude. Because they finally played like, they got beat by the Cardinals, and they're like, oh shit. Yeah, I think the Cowboys are just nervous because they just lost to Arizona, and now they're like, oh boy, the Patriots are coming in. They're gonna be licking their fucking chops. And I think they're worried about their line. I don't really know what the Cowboys fans are worried about. I think they think their fucking line is horseshit and we're going to pick them off a bunch. They don't really like Dak Prescott. I think that's the thing. I'm going to be real honest. I think they just they're fucking so done with Dak. And like, I feel like half of them hope that Dak just gets picked like 5 or 6 times and gets benched. I think they're done with this dude. They want Trey Lance to start playing football. They'll ride the Trey Lance wave for a season if it means no more Dak Prescott. I'm fairly about half the fan base. Distracted here, or Cheeto. He's a Cowboys fan. If you ask me, I think I just got his views on Dak perfectly. Like if they announced they were going with Trey Lance the rest of the year and said, "Hey, it's going to be an up and down year," I think he'd be like, "That's fine." Hey, is better than Dak. It's the future, baby. Gotta make them tough moves. Even though you can't really do that because they have like a Super Bowl team and you gotta just ride Dak, I guess. You know, fucking Black Kirk Cousins. They're the same quarterback, by the way, just different skin tone. Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead. No, they won't fire Robert Salah. I think I don't think it's Robert Salah that wants to stick with Zach Wilson. I'm gonna be honest about that. I think it's somebody else in New York who really wants their quarterback selection that they made in the draft to be the right one, because he sold everybody in that fucking draft room and everybody in that organization about how good Zach Wilson was, and he just doesn't want to be wrong about it. Like, he wants to prove that they fixed it. And it's like, dude, you picked wrong, dude. At least you didn't do what the 49ers did. Jesus Christ. You didn't even make the worst move in that draft. Like, good job. Like, yeah, you could have had Mac Jones. You could have had Fields. You could have had Trey Lance. You could have had anybody else over Zach Wilson. But, you know, isn't it crazy that there's a reality where the Jets took Mac Jones and Patriots fans hate him? And we're like, we're about to kick their ass with Justin Fields, and he's like actually good because, you know, Justin went to a real football team instead of them fucking dipshits over in Chicago. There's a real reality where that happened, and the Bears drafted Mahomes in this reality. Nah, we wouldn't have taken him. He sucks. Patriots don't tend to draft quarterbacks that aren't like intangible loaded. For example, like, you wouldn't say Mac doesn't like lack the abilities to be a lead quarterback in the NFL. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't. Brian Hoyer could have been a starter if he was more talented. Matt Castle was able to lead 2 different NFL teams. Like, if you like look at like the intangible, oh come on, man, it's really bad tonight. Like, why is it so bad? I don't even know why it's so like remarkably terrible right now. No, it's not you guys, it's me. It's my problem. I don't know why it's so exceptionally fucking shitty tonight. No, they have to win a bunch of Super Bowls in a row. I'm strict on what a dynasty is. What's up, Amir? I mean, it's an irrelevant amount of times the stream has lagged. Only 1.4% of the stream has been weird. That's statistically nothing. That's annoying. Oh, it's going good. It's going good. Other than my internet being fucking weird tonight. Why I hate Wi-Fi. Fucking can't stand the garbage ass connection. Good other than that. I just got no use for Wi-Fi. That shit is terrible. Hey, we hit double-digit likes, I think. Maybe 9, maybe 10. I don't know how many we're at. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be fun. I'm excited as well. And close that shit. Maybe that'll help. Should be, yeah. There's always a chance, though, that like one team just shits the bed because it is Thursday Night Football. Yeah, I've been trying to explain, like, there's an equivalency you could look at, like the Patriots get played by every team in their division. Like, Tom Brady's the quarterback and not Mac Jones, right? Like, they know it's Mac Jones, right? They're not like tricked into thinking it's not Mac. But when they play us, they play us with the animosity that they would like if it was Tom still. The Packers have to hopefully be ready for the fact that like teams, especially like the Lions, the Vikings, the Bears, the Bears, whatever, they're going to play them like it's still Aaron Rodgers standing there. It's not Jordan Love. It's like, we're getting revenge for Aaron. We're gonna fucking kill you now. And that's what's gonna be. That's the level. And I don't know if the Packers are ready for what the hell that's like. Oh yeah, that kind of sucks, JJ. That could be a real drain on the NFL. Uh, or on the old internet. I want the tush play, allowing it that it goes directly against the rules when defensive players do it. Yeah, I was just so tired of this fucking discourse on this play. They're not banning. The league has already said they're not banning it, so I don't. They're allowed to do what they got to do. As soon as Jalen Hurts gives himself up, it's a fucking mad scrum for a ball carrier. That's literally that's how the rules read. There's no weird rules. It's literally just tackle the guy with the ball. As soon as the play's engaged, I've never seen a defender get called for any penalty on that play. Have you? Unless they like did some wild ass illegal tackling. You know what I mean? Like, Richard Sherman can say things like that, but it's also like, all right, what's the long list of players that were penalized on this? Oh, there is none? Okay, then why are you doing something that, or caring or crying about something that isn't like a thing? Ugh. I don't think it would. Nah, there's not even anything to imagine. Why would that be the Super Bowl? The Bears literally could lose every single game they play this year. I don't think people realize how bad they are. Like, people say that as a joke, but it's like, I'm not kidding. I've seen nothing to me that indicates that they'll win a game this year. Yeah, and the Broncos are gonna run their shit, dude. Broncos just, I don't know what happened to Denver last week. They're better than fucking giving up 70 points. They're actually pretty good at defense. I think Miami just had a weird good week. Like, the Bears are like fucking awful. It's like one of the worst teams. Like, that's like Browns and Lions level bad. Like, I'm like, the line is awful. Like, just they can't block anybody. Quarterback plays bad. They got one wide receiver. They have no running game. Like, the Panthers could fuck around and win 2 or 3 games this year. Who are the Bears beating? If they win this week, they'll go 1-16 this year. That's it. They'll lose every game going forward. Yeah, it just feels like they're just done, man. Chicago is fucking. Bears and Panthers play each other. There's the Bears' best shot for a win, because I think, I don't know, Carolina might be a little better than that. Their defense is awful and their line is really bad. That's their big problem, right? What 3-year rule for who? For Fields? There's nothing to indicate Fields is I don't. What 3-year rule? What is that, like some shit you just found like a Cheeto on the floor? I don't. Yep. Yeah, Panthers suck, dude. It's oh, never mind. It's lagging now. Of course. Why is it so bad today? Don't know why it's like that. Can't tell you. Wish I knew. Must be the shitty weather. I don't know. Making the Wi-Fi fucking crappy. I don't know. It's annoying though. Just reminds me that I gotta go buy a long ass cord for to plug it in. But Trying to think really quick. Yeah, their team imploded. It is what it is. That happens. Look at the Rams. They fell apart for a minute. Patriots fell apart. Typically, after you win the Super Bowl, your team can fall apart. It's fine. You do accomplish the goal. The team becomes too expensive to contain. It's just one of them situations that it happens. Guys can go out and get paid like fucking 5 years, like $70 million contract. Look at when the Broncos, they fucking like everybody left. Look how bad the Broncos fell apart after their Super Bowl. Jesus, they're still in shambles. Like, you can tell me all you want, the Patriots are having a long rebuild and it's taken a little too long, but you can look at some of the other teams following their Super Bowls. Yeah, their only good win is against the Bears. I don't even really count those as good wins. Then they got the Jets this week, which really isn't like much of a win either. No one's really been trading anything. You can build a team up for a decade and win the Super Bowl, and then everything just blows up. Like there's nothing. It's just like nothing even happens. You don't sell your soul. You just like, we're not paying fucking Derek Brooks, or like it'd be like we win the Super Bowl as the Patriots, and then fucking Logan Ryan for some reason wants like a 7-year, $100 million contract, and it's like, yeah, we're not paying that, fucking that. But like, you know, for most teams that would ruin them. Patriots, I think, win another Super Bowl. But that's just like kind of like an example of what I'm talking about. Like, go look up some of them Broncos teams. Like, go look up what some of them dudes got paid when they left the Broncos after their Super Bowl year. There was dudes getting like 5-year, $60 million contracts to play defensive end. It's just like, what the fuck? Just hilariously oversized contracts to like middle of the road players. That's what happened. That's why it's hard to make a dynasty. Chiefs are just like 3 guys, so it's like, you know, as long as they got like 3-4 of the dudes they got, you know, they're pretty solid, ready to go. Their big issue is going to be like, I don't know, there's just not a lot of people there. Again, we've seen what the offense looks like without Kelsey. Oh. Not always. For the last few years here, yeah. About 5 years now. For me to be always, it's got to be a longer run than fucking 5 years. For 15 plus years of my life, the Bills have been a dog shit organization. So it's like, yeah, I mean, they've been good for now, but like, what are they like? One Patriots fucking Super Bowl away from blowing that whole thing up. Cleveland? Maybe. They could. I got the Ravens winning, though. KC versus Dolphins. Yeah, that should be fun. I honestly don't really care about the Dolphins and their offense. I don't really like care about that game. I don't know. It's like shit garbage, dude. Anyway. Yeah, I make all my judgments off a player coming off injury 3 games into the regular season. I'm sure that's a good read of everything, Jehu. Pretty sure he like leads the NFL in completion. It was like 3rd in completion percentage and everything else. But okay, yeah. Yeah, is that what you heard or something? Or are you just kind of going off vibes and not facts? Like, what are you basing that on? Lamar isn't good narrative. It's so fucking annoying, dude. I'm gonna be honest. It's like, all right, we're just gonna ignore that like 8 fucking starters were out for the Ravens that week. Okay, we can do that. That's cool. Just remember, Jehu, whenever someone shits on Mac Jones, you're not allowed to use any context around Mac Jones now. Because I don't know what the fuck that was. Lamar sucks now. Based on what? Because he couldn't win without 90% of his fucking starting offense in there? Yeah, that's crazy, dude. He couldn't throw the ball 50 yards in his rookie year. What are you talking about? He literally threw the ball sideways in his rookie year. I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I'm not. Do you mean since his second year when he won MVP? Yeah. Do you not do context for anybody but Mac Jones in football or something? Can you name me a single wide receiver on the Ravens from 2020 onward? Go ahead. That isn't Mark Andrews or on the team right now because like most of these guys showed up last year or this year. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wow, Devin Duvernay, what a weapon. They had Hollywood Brown. Oof. That guy's real good. You see what I'm getting at here, Jehu? Like, we'll defend Mac Jones because they're giving him fucking nothing to work with. But, like, we'll sit here and judge other quarterbacks because they got dog shit receivers and be like, look how bad he is now. It's like, well, come on now. Who the fuck is he throwing the football to? It's not like Mac Jones. It's not like Zach Wilson who has Garrett Wilson and, like, actually good receivers all around the field and he still can't throw the ball. Like, he just fucking sucks. Like, it's just hard for me to, like, you know what I mean? Because I think context is really important with quarterbacks. Especially like considering careers, right? Like with Zach Wilson, it's just like, dude, you shouldn't be this bad. You got an elite defense that fucking will bail you out if you get into big trouble if you were doing a little bit more. You have elite talent all around you. You have like unlimited money to spend in the New York market. Just say what you want and they'll go get it for you. Like, come on. Like he shouldn't be bad. He's athletic as fuck, so he doesn't really need an offensive line. It's just like, I don't know. He's in a good situation. Other than playing for the Jets, he's in a really good situation to succeed up there. And like, then you got like people like I don't know. Then you got like guys like Lamar who have like nothing around, and they're still winning games, nearly putting them in the playoffs. Like Lamar has some issues, sure, but like so does every quarterback. I think if you give Lamar, yeah, we'll see. Again, you know, it's early in the season. He could just be like in his he could just turn to Russell Wilson because again, scramblers do tend to have this weird shelf life, right? It is a real thing. It's not like we're just sitting here like making something up about Lamar. No, there is a shelf life to people that play his style. It's like a weird shelf life too. It comes pretty quick. Towards what end? I'm sorry. Towards the end of what? I mean, I don't know. That could be better. I don't know about Herbert though. With the Ravens game. Oh, yeah, whatever. I don't really care about penalties. Not being called or called. It's annoying, yeah, but I don't care. No one cares that the Patriots got hosed out of 10 points, so I don't really give a fuck about that other teams got hosed. That's my new philosophy, by the way. I don't give a fuck if somebody gets hosed by the refs. I hope they do. Seems like people are very pro the Patriots getting fucked over by refs. So now I'm like, psh, yeah, you guys just lost somebody. I hope the refs make bad calls against teams. Until other fan bases start sticking up for my team, I'm done sticking up for other teams. Fuck them. I'm not doing that anymore. Oh, you can take it off whenever you gotta get going. Yeah, I think it's silly to care if other teams get hosed. No one cares if the Patriots get hosed. So, oh wow, your team got fucked by the refs. Maybe you should have played better before that happened. I don't know. Crazy. You guys deserve it. Why? I don't know. Something you did a long time ago. Because you won a lot, like fucking 20 years ago. Because you cheated 20 years ago, so you deserve to get fucked by the refs, even though every single player associated with that team and most coaches except Belichick are long gone. You guys deserve it. It's like maybe like 10, 15 years ago. What did the current team do to deserve it? We've already gone through all that. Trust us, we've already gone through our fair share of bullshit. We're just getting double punished. That's interesting, I guess. And I guess you guys deserve it too. Fuck you. Because every team technically has dirty skeletons in their closet. Only like the loser ass franchises don't, and even them guys do. It's just not a lot of like cheating scandals. Like the Lions, they got a lot of skeletons in that fucking dirty ass Detroit closet, but like I don't think they really cheat though. Like if they do, it's always like small shit, maybe like not reporting meta, and like it's like cheating, but it's also like or incompetence. Hey, what's up, stud? Appreciate the like. It's always just fun things to think about. You nervous, stud? You guys got to play a good team this weekend. May not win. I think it's a home split situation though. You and Buffalo. And it's not that I don't think you guys are going to be playing overconfident or anything, but I think you're going to make weird errant mistakes, forgetting that you're not fucking playing a doo-doo ass defense this week. I think you're gonna make like slight overconfidence could lead to a few mistakes. I think that's gonna be a thing this week for you guys. Again, I think. Oh, hey, what's up, radio? Happy birthday again. I think after you score 70, I think there's a come down, and I think it's gonna happen. And I don't think you guys are scoring a lot this week. Well, you guys score a lot, probably like mid-20s, but I could see like a hangover situation. Congrats, Matt. Nice job. Made it a long years. Getting old. Soon you're gonna have to pay taxes. Join the military. Fight for oil. We all had to do it. No, I know you should ride with your team. You can't go against your team in a division game. You should never pick against your favorite team. How could you pick against your boys, against the rival? That seems like some weak shit. Like, even though I know the Bills will probably beat my team, I'm not picking against them. The Patriots. Why? So I don't look confident about my team? Miss me with all that weak horse shit. Fairly confident heading in this week. We'll see how that plays, though. Dallas could kill us, or we could maybe get a crazy upset. I think the lower the score is, the more likely the odds the Patriots win. Obviously, if that pitch gets up into the 20s, I don't know if we can contend. Like, we have a point limit. It's like 24. Our offense isn't designed to score like that. Our best bet is to hope we can sustain long drives this week. That's what I want to see. Neutralize their offense by keeping them off the field. Neutralize their offense by keeping our defense super, super fresh and ready to go at all times, ready to play a high octane at all times. You don't want them getting gassed against the Cowboys, which is something I think the Cowboys could potentially play for. Yeah. And then with the Packers and the Lions. Again, I kind of went into that a little bit earlier, right? I said the Lions are probably going to approach this game like they're playing Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau, not Jordan Love in his Lambeau debut against the Lions. That's not how Detroit sees it. It's literally Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I don't think it's as simple as doing what the Pats did on defense. If it's as simple as do what the Pats did on defense against the Dolphins, everybody would do it. The problem is the Patriots. It's Bill Belichick. It's just something we do well. It's like the same. Like, I wonder if they tried to copy our defensive plan, and they did, and they fucking got the fucking shit punched in. I like how everyone's calling Surtain the best corner in the NFL. I'm like, I just watched him give up fucking 600 fucking or 800 yards. His defense sucks. What do you talk about best defense? Ugh. It's Christian Gonzalez. Whatever. When Bell, what? Yeah, Gerard Mayo is right about the same level as Bill Belichick. You're right. The coach who'd go to the Hall of Fame or as a fucking coordinator. I don't think Gerard Mayo has a Hall of Fame resume as a coordinator, though. That's the problem. Like Bill does. Bill like partially created the defensive edge rushing position with Lawrence Taylor. I don't know, man. I don't think Gerard Mayo is anywhere near that. No offense to the guy. And I think Bill's creating a new defensive concept as the season's progressing along over the last couple years, where it's not like you're calling defensive plays. It's just you run a very set personnel group out, and then they react to what the play's being called. And I think that's a real thing. If you ever notice, the Patriots don't really audible on defense. They get into position, and then they'll just kind of move around with the offense if they have to. Oh, Pat Surtain's father. Yeah, he wouldn't have gave up all them yards. Man, my nose is itchy. One sec, guys. I got that. It's just. Interesting what? I forgot what I was talking about. My nose was annoying me. Yeah, we gotta watch Fox this week. It fucking blows. And it sucks because Fox doesn't like have any online services to watch their games. It's fucking lame. Fucking lame. Because those are supposed to be like bigger deal games. Usually. I consider the game of the week prime time. But other people are like fucking weirdly anal retentive. You know what's funny is like everybody's super fucking anal retentive about what primetime football is. And like they'll like screech at me about like how no, only at 8 p.m. is primetime football. I'm like, really? So like you're the only game on at 12 o'clock when everybody's watching TV on Thanksgiving and it's not primetime? Nope, it's not 8 o'clock. Okay. I guess. Yeah, both those games were terrible matchups. I'm gonna grab some Mountain Dew. I'll be right back. I don't know. I don't know. Who cares? Does it really matter? Really ask yourself that when you if you ever find yourself asking or being confused as to why something like that is, does it really fucking matter? You know what I mean? Like, oh well, who cares? Do you find yourself like analyzing the game of the America's game? Do you think that there's any real significance to being America's game of the week? I'll be like, they don't get any more money or anything. Who gives a fuck? It's just an arbitrary title given to whoever's playing Dallas that week. And it's like always Dallas. It's like always the Dallas Cowboys who they're playing. It's like when people are like, why is there 2 Monday Night Football games? Like, who fuck cares? I don't know. It's just how they did it this for 2 weeks. It's just a thing they say. I don't know. If the game, I don't know. Who cares? And see, I don't care about anything like that. You can call whatever you want, whatever. But like dynasties are dynasties. You got to have the 3 and 5. You know what's funny is the Chiefs are like, if they don't win the Super Bowl this year, they can't claim their first Super Bowl as part of a dynasty. Technically, because they won that bitch in what 2018, 2019, I think was the calendar year when they won it. So yeah, they got to win that shit this year, or else they can't use that initial win. And that's how it goes. Tough break. It's a tough break. Gotta win 3 and 5. It's a very strict fucking time window. Technically, I don't think you could really use the second one either. It like starts over. It's like fucking all over. You gotta win another 3 and 5. I don't think it's like a rolling situation. It's like, nope, they wasted their dynasty. They were not able to become one. But if they win the Super Bowl this year somehow, then yeah, they're an official dynasty. It's like the San Francisco Giants. They won 3 and 5. They're a dynasty. By 2024? I mean, you could win the Super Bowl this year and be a dynasty. It's a very specific like titling situation to me. It's like you win 3 titles inside of a 5-year span, your team is a dynasty. That's just typically how they've always measured it. I've heard some people say 2, and it's like, that's what? Why would anyone care if you went back to back? Or like when you won 2 titles in about 5 years. Doesn't feel impressive. That's just like of 1/4 of the time you won the title. Yeah, no one corrects me when I misspeak on the Giants. It's because it's baseball season. Yeah, and the last team to be a dynasty in the NFL was the Pats. You kind of have to go back to back to be a dynasty almost. No one said that. We're just saying to be a dynasty. There's very specific dynasty requirements. No, what? No, there's like very specific requirements to be a dynasty, Gio. Winning a Super Bowl is fine. It's the reason you play football. Yeah, what else did I say in that statement, though? Pretty sure it's not impressive when you're making a dynasty or when you want to have a dynasty. But if you just want to win a Super Bowl and that's your goal, then it's a really impressive thing if you're trying to win the Super Bowl. What's the answer that'll get you the most upset? The Patriots. It's not a dynasty. I don't. So, why would that make it a dynasty? Well, they've done pretty good. LeBron James is a dynasty. Was LeBron James dynasty in the NBA? He won the East for what, like 10 straight years? No, it's not. It's not how that works. That's not how that works. You gotta win titles. It's literally like you gotta be a champion to for a dynasty. Not you won your conference. Congratulations. You've hosted the AFC title game a whole bunch. Wow. Did the Warriors win 3 titles in 5 years? If yes, then yeah, then good job. That's a dynasty. If not, then that's not a dynasty. They just had 2 good years. And they fell short of their dynasty, so each of them, not that impressive. And they're a dynasty. It's just like simple math. It's like 3 titles, 5 years, dynasty. 3 titles, not in 5 years, or dynasty. No, I have the Patriots in the Super Bowl, Gio. I'd say the Patriots are closer to than the Bills, Jets, or Dolphins to winning a Super Bowl. Like right now. Like in 10 years, the Patriots will probably have another Super Bowl, and one of those 3 teams won't. Cool, and they have a better shot at winning the Super Bowl than any of those 3 teams. Even if they don't make the playoffs, they have a better shot than any of those 3 teams at winning the Super Bowl. No, it's because they're fucking joke organizations that no one should take serious. Cool, no, they won't. They won't even go to one. Unless the Bills finally break whatever fucking curse is on that franchise. No, they won't. Are you sure? This was easy. They say you're not supposed to give bait to wild animals, but I fucking think it's funny. Yeah. That's crazy. They've had as much success in their season as the Patriots do. Other than, oh look, the Bills won the division finally. They've won just as many Super Bowls as the Patriots in the last. Yeah, I don't think I could say 5 years. We won the Super Bowl in 2017, 2018. I can't even say 5 full years, you know, because we literally were Super Bowl champions 5 years ago. That's pretty sweet, man. And their season ended 1 game later. They went 1 whole game more than we did. Yeah. And my team won a Super Bowl 5 years ago. So I don't really give a fuck. Tell me, Gio, since your team don't win Super Bowls, do they? Has your favorite team ever won a Super Bowl? Didn't you just bring up Max rookie year, which was 2 years ago, and last year? How far in the past am I not allowed to go back? 4 years is too far. Like, we just won the Super Bowl less than a decade ago. It's like, this is like going on to the 5th year. Is that too far back? How far am I allowed to go back, and how far are you allowed to go back? You're like talking about like the Bills 2 years ago all the time. Like, it seems like you're allowed to talk about the past of teams and not being in the present. But like, I'm supposed to always be in the present when talking about my team. But you can do whatever you want, go into whatever past and talk about whatever thing from years ago. Can you count? We didn't win the Super Bowl in 2017. We won it in calendar year of 2018. What's? No, we won the Super Bowl in 2017-18. The years go, it's every other year in the NFL. For season and Super Bowl. Do you? Yeah, we lost to the Eagles in 2017. We won in 2016, though. No, that's not how any. But either way, that's what. No one counts it like that, Gio. I'm sorry to tell you. You only count it that way because it like makes the Patriots look worse. That's literally the reason you're counting it that way, buddy. I'm sorry. But you took some. You're really triggered right now. You need to calm down. What's your favorite team? You never answer my question. You're gonna get banned if you don't answer my questions, Gio. What's your favorite team? You never answer my question. Oh no, you're not a Patriots fan, Gio. Who's the Patriots center? You have about 5 seconds to answer the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's your answer? And you don't know. So anyway, you're not a fan of the team. If you're a fan of the team, you know who that was. You would just like a 5-second answer. It's like, oh, it's this guy. Like, you're not a fan of the team. Sorry. Just now you've had time to Google it now, so it's too late. Sorry. Like, no, sorry, dude. You've had too much time to Google. Sorry. I literally gave you that's like a minute to answer that question. Sorry. You should have answered before I even and then you have 5, 4, you should have answered within that time period. Sorry. Yeah, cool. None of that means anything to me. Who was the Patriots' middle linebacker during our most recent dynasty? Every Patriots fan knows this. You have 5 seconds to answer this question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello? You should know this answer. Like you've already failed the question. It's Donta Hightower. You took too long. You're like straight up not a Patriots fan. Like I'm just gonna tell you, you're not a fan of the team. So quit lying. What's your favorite team? Who was the Patriots safety during their first dynasty? You can name both of them, please. You got 10 seconds on this one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's Lawyer Malloy and Rodney Harrison. You didn't answer in time. Sorry to tell you. Devin McCourty? No, Devin McCourty was a corner that played safety the last 3 years of his career because he was a little too old. Sorry, dude. If you were a real fan of the Patriots, you wouldn't have said Devin McCourty was a safety. No, Devin played safety because he got old and lost some speed, so we moved him out to safety as his career went into its waning. What's up, Mike? This guy's saying this fucking extra's claiming to be a Patriots fan now. We got his ass cornered right now. I got him very triggered right now. He's very upset. He's now pretending to be a Patriots fan because he won't answer it because I fucking... Yeah, I got him real bad earlier. He said I was stuck living in the past, and I hit him with, well, you were talking about the Bills past like 3-4 years ago with the Bills, 2-3 years ago when they beat Mac. And then I brought up, well, like, we won a Super Bowl like 4 or 5 years ago. And he's like, when are you guys going to stop living in the past? And it's like, oh, wait, way to take my perfectly placed bait, you dumb motherfucker. I've been waiting to get that one. Yeah, how far are you allowed to go back, and why do I only have to stay in the present? How come it seems like only the Patriots fans can't use their recent, like, less than 10 years ago history, but like every other team can go to whatever era of their past and be like, you guys fucking suck. At least we won a Super Bowl in the 50s. And it's like, and then those same fans will talk to people like me or even like Cowboys fans and be like, you guys live in the past. It's like, you literally draw on like no history and like talk about how you're a better historical franchise than other teams. It's interesting. My favorite situation to corner people on because they don't like. How come I can't use my team's history, but like you can use whatever history you want? Like how far can you go back and how far can I go back? Yeah, extra. You're not a Patriots fan. I'm sorry to tell you, buddy. Cool. Is this the only thing you talk about, extra? Can you respond to any of the things I've said to you? Or are you just going to get banned? Because now you're just starting to spam bullshit in my chat. So, yeah, we know. You've said this about 800 times. Can you say anything else, or is it time to get rid of you, extra? Because you're very triggered right now, extra. You were doing good, and then I triggered you because you're a retard and you take every bit of bait I give you. You're my little puppet bitch. Remember when I said you take bait like a wild animal? You did. Look where I got you right now. You're jizzing and coming all over the place. You're fucking dude. You're go ahead, say the line, bitch. Say the line, loser. Go ahead, say your famous line. Dance for us, monkey. Dance. Come on. You look at. Hold on. He did it. He said the line. That's you right now, bud. Hold on. Let me hold on a minute. I forgot I turned off the window capture. Ready? This is you. That was you right there. Say the line, bitch. And you said the line just like I told you to. You're my little fucking puppet boy. I'm gonna get rid of you and put you back into your I'm gonna put you back into the cupboard now. Is that okay with you, you little pussy bitch? Fucking loser. Go ahead and dance for me some more. Go ahead, dance. Come on. Dance for us, bitch. Say the same things over and over again. Come on, that was a good dance you're doing. Keep it going, pussy. I'll give you a background beat. Dance for us, bitch. Come on, shake that ass, fucking loser. It's the same beat. Because all you do is say the same shit over and over and over again. So I'll just give you the same beat because you like doing the same dance over and over and over and over and over again. Hey, he said the line. Yay. Fucking loser. Hey, what's up, Sports BH? How's it going, buddy? Again, same lines, same jokes. Basically the same lines I've said to him, and he just took them and because he's not a very creative person. Isn't it sad? I'm doing good, man. I'm kind of making fun of this loser. Are you projecting again, Glocks? Are you projecting again, extra? Extra. Are you projecting right now? You do a lot of that. You'll bring up like weird abuse stuff, and it's like, why do you always go to abuse all the time? Are you okay, buddy? Are you trying to reach out? What do you need help with, extra? No, your name's Extra Shots. Because you be getting them extra back shots from your lovers. No, your name's Extra. You respond to whatever fucking name I give you, dude. You don't have an identity. Your name is Rob's bitch. That's what your name is, by the way. No, you don't. You're not a real thing. You're my little puppet boy. The only way you can just prove it is if you stop showing up. But if you keep showing up, dude, you're just my little bitch. I control you. I can make you stop whatever you're doing and come into my live stream in an instant. So I control you. You're my little bitch. If we were in jail, you'd hold my pocket. I'd make you hold my pocket all day. And you'd do it fucking gladly. You'd be like, yes, daddy. That's you, dude. That's what you are. You're a little prison bitch boy. You got like I've told you where to come find me and you still haven't ever shown up. No, you wouldn't. Extra. No, you wouldn't. I literally told you where to come find me, and you never showed up. Because again, you're 15 years old. You get abused at home. You just weirdly admitted that you get sexually molested. You have a really bad life. You turned me into a superhero? Yeah, this is the little fat kid that trolls us. His name is like College Basketball Talker or something like that, Incoming Nuke. I think that's his original name. Now he's on this, now it's extra. You would throw me out of the window. Okay, extra shots. Don't expect a real response from this fucking guy. Do you notice how he's just repurposing everything I just said to him when I was ripping his ass apart with like 5 minutes ago? You notice how now he's just kind of repurposing all my insults? That's why I don't really fuck. That's why he's not a good. Like he's just not. It's just like, dude, I literally just made that joke. That's how I know he's a child, by the way. And this is like some 15-year-old. He's just saying the same shit that I just said. No, I clearly don't. I don't give a fuck about you. Dude. I'm letting you stay here because I would have ended the stream 20 minutes ago, and I just I feel like giving people a little bit of a show. We ran out of things to talk about, so now I'm just fucking with you. Of what? What am I scared of? Why would I be afraid of some dude on the internet that probably lives, what, 1,000 miles away from me? What am I afraid of? You can outmatch me in what? I don't know anything about you, dude. For all I know is, I mean, you can be like a buff 6'5" monster, but you hide your identity because you're a pussy. That sounds kind of gay, bro. Little sus. Fucking gay, dude. I'm not down with that. No, thank you. This is what you guys remember when I revealed that the reason extra shots and all this guy has a big problem with me a long time ago was because he's gay and I turned him down? You remember when I told him? You remember when I told you guys about this with this guy? I'm telling you, dude, the reason he has a problem with me is the fucking gay advances I turned down. You guys thought I was fucking lying. You genuinely probably thought I was lying about the him sending me gay messages and me being like, "Hey man, I'm not interested in any of that. No, thank you. You know, it's help you find your guy. Nothing wrong with that, but you know, it's not me." I don't have that. I fuck with people. Fernando, I fucking lie, dude. I'm fucking cooking right now. When I cook people, Fernando, I lie a lot. It's called roasting. Plus, if he is a kid, I would never give out someone who's under 18's image or docs. Yeah, Fernando, it's called fucking with people, getting them nervous, getting them riled up. It's the internet. I can lie about whatever I want. Welcome to the internet. Well, that guy sucks. My sister's minivan. My sister doesn't have a minivan. No, he's back on that. Well, if you're gonna start calling me a pedophile, you probably gotta leave, dude. That's pretty fucked. It went from fun. What's up, Space? It went from fun to just like, all right, this is getting weird. You're getting desperate, Glocks. Yeah, and it's not fun anymore. It's like, all right, dude. If this is where you're going, we probably got to get rid of you. Oh yeah, he's fine, dude. He wants me to fuck him in his stupid faggot ass. That's what he wants. I mean, I have a license. I live in a city where I don't need a car. Why would I pay for all that shit? It wouldn't be too hard to get my hands on a car. I mean, what would be the point? No one's been able to convince me I need to buy one. It's like, fine, if I can get a bus, if I want to go a long distance, I can go get a car. What do you think? Fucking leases are ungettable? I'm 30 with decent credit, dude. I can go get a fucking car lease. Why would I want to get one, though? Explain it to me. All right. No, now you're spamming, dude. All right. You got to go now. You're spamming again. You're just saying the same thing over and over. Glock, we've talked about this. What did we talk about with the spamming? Yes, it just gets unfun and weird. See you later, Glocks. We're done talking about you now, dude. Have fun back in whatever weirdo irrelevant shit you're up to. I don't really know. Fucking weird deviant. Anyway, what else should we talk about? Again, the biggest problem with this week, guys, is there's just not a lot of news. That's been the biggest issue this week. That's partially why I just let him stay in here for the last like 20 or so minutes. Again, pretty much all that's happening is players are slowly coming back from injury. Next week is like a big week because it's the first like week players can return from IR. Probably some trades will happen. Teams will know what they got to do here a quarter of the way through the season. Yeah, I seen Dame was traded, but I don't really care. I don't really know what that means for basketball. The Bucks are going to be real good, probably. Sorry, I'm just super focused on like football and the end of Miggy's career. It's just, again, there's just the news feels super limited. Other than I think the Jonathan Taylor situation, which seems to be heading towards a trade. He just said he's not going to play for the Colts, and it doesn't seem like the Colts are interested in long-terming him at all. So, I mean, something's got to give, right? And it looks like the thing that's going to give is Taylor probably traded. But the thing is, the Colts probably should just lower the weird trade demands. Like, at least get something for it. Oh, because Josh Dobbs is playing good? Nah, I think the Cardinals are sold on Kyler for at least now anyway. I guess with a new coach and a new GM, they could be aiming at a new situation, but I don't know. Have a good night, Fernando. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, we'll probably wrap this up pretty soon, too. I feel bad for anyone who just tuned in, like Mike and Sports. There's a pretty good stream before that guy kind of came in, and we kind of got distracted with him. in case we get out of here before too much longer. I'm probably gonna go like 10 more minutes, and then wrap it up. Go like 2 hours. Kind of really quick, trying to sum up the rest of what we talked about mainly tonight. We went more in depth on injuries. We talked about the Mac Jones situation, mainly how it's just weird. Like I get it, like it's one thing to call out dirty play, right? Like it's fine, that's cool. If that's what you like to do, if that's your thing. But it's like, why is it only Mac Jones? Is there no one else in the league playing dirty? Or is Mac Jones so egregiously dirty? And then I see like what the evidence in is. It's literally like Mac Jones maybe like went like that. It's like, Jesus, dude. I've seen dirtier shit all the time. Like I don't know. That's my main thing. It's like, yeah, okay, fine, Mac's a dirty player. That's one thing. But like, why is he the only one? Because it seems like he is, based on the way that people are reacting and not calling anybody else out at all. It's weird. It's especially weird since like people like Calais Campbell. So I don't remember people ever calling that guy out. Vontez got called out because he was fucking headshotting people like a fucking maniac for like 2 weeks there, like legitimately trying to kill people. I think you're supposed to wear a cup, or it's recommended. You'd think that they would. If you were playing Mac Jones, now you know to wear a cup, right? Shit. Don't ever make that mistake against old Mac. Oh shit, Lions wearing white jersey, white pants, white socks in Green Bay. Lions are wearing the whites. Pretty much, Mike. Yeah, people don't talk. And like, you know, it's funny. I brought up, I was like, do you guys even know what happened prior to that play? And like, everybody was like, no. And I'm like, well, did you know that CJ Mosley fucking body slammed Mac to the ground for no particular fucking reason? And they're like, no, I didn't know that happened. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. And that Sauce was involved in that slam down and keeping him on the ground. And then when Mac came up, he tapped him, and they shoved Mac again. Like there's a whole sequence of events that happened there. It wasn't just Mac got tackled after a play or something weird happened, and then suddenly Mac Jones ran by and nutshotted Sauce Gardner. They always leave out that CJ Mosley had just very late hit Mac Jones, like very, very, very late hit Mac Jones. Why wasn't that considered a dirty play? Oh yeah, because Mac Jones and the Patriots don't cry like fucking bitch. That's partially why, and we're the bad guys, so, and that's fine. That's fine. But again, it's one thing. It's just the you're gonna call out one dirty player. You should call them all out, not just Mac, because then it really makes a weird image that it's like they're all just kind of singling Mac out for some reason. It's like, yeah, he plays dirty, but he's not the only guy. So call everybody out if you're gonna call one guy out. If you include the context of what they did prior to Mac doing that little motion at Sauce, it kind of makes it look like Mac kind of defended himself after some bullshit at the end of a play. But, you know, you can't really show Mac in a sympathetic light, right? Bad for your narrative. Mac can't even defend himself after getting his ass whooped and fucking dirty shotted, so he just has to sit there and take it. Nah, he can defend himself. All's fair, right? Like, if Brian Burns would have kicked Mac in the fucking head, I would have been like, hey, man, he probably shouldn't have grabbed that fucking guy's ankle. You're going to get fucking booted in the head. I bet Pip just fucking got him back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all's fair in that little situation, right? Like, I'm fine with them doing that. Like, that whole scene, I'm fine with no one getting flagged. I'm fine with no one getting suspended or fined. But I'm not fine with fucking Sauce Gardner crying like a baby about, like, some extracurriculars. Like, I don't care. CJ Mosley kind of took it a little extra the whistle. I don't care that fucking Sauce was hitting on Mac all game. Like, I don't care about, like, you know what I mean? That's part of football. It's a bit of a violent game. It's just weird when they start crying when Mac does something. It's like, Jesus Christ. If the player himself cried about things like that, I would see them, you know, speaking out. But it's like the dude doesn't fucking. I don't know. I don't know. Again, there's a big distinction, I think, between like dirty competitive and competitive, and dirty with intent to injure. And I think Mac again represents more the former. Dirty resulting. The dirty play results from more of like a very weird competitive edge that he needs to control a little bit, more so than Mac's out there trying to hurt people, which is the way that it's being presented, which is the fucking really dishonest. Like, does Mac gotta reel it in? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but is he trying to hurt people? Nah. Like, it's clearly like you can almost explain everything that's happened, like the 4 dirty plays or whatever. There's like you can kind of see how the football extends from it. Yeah, no, he didn't even fucking touch Sauce anyway. It's just made up, and people bought it because it's fucking Mac Jones. And he kicked the guy in the nuts once, and he fucking grabbed an ankle, and I guess choked Myles Garrett a little bit. Even though Myles is into that, and they're safe word. I think that's about it for me, guys. I'm pretty well beat. I really was literally since I got out of work, I've been sitting around going, what am I gonna fucking stream about tonight? I've been surfing on Twitter trying to find things, and I was just like, oh, fuck, dude. I genuinely had nothing for tonight, so I'm feeling pretty good. I pulled something out. It wasn't the greatest stream, but I got like 90 views, 16 likes. That's pretty good. We did pretty good tonight. It's not too bad. This will get over 100 views in the long run, so that's good. Appreciate everybody. Thank you guys. Literally, I went over almost everything. You want to know how slow it is news-wise? Let me show you something. What up, Kenny? I'll show you how slow it is news-wise. You know how there's the 6 big news stories of the day? Right? Like these are the big stories of the day. When was the last time you seen the players of the week be a news story in the 6 big stories on NFL.com? It's just like the NFL's like, we ain't got nothing going on right now. That's usually buried like 14 links down on their page because they got so much shit to talk about. Tonight it's like, it's one of the only 6 things we got going on this evening is players of the week. As you can see there, Kenneth Walker and Devin Akane won players of the week, and I believe Aiden Hutchinson won it, and somebody, I don't know who won it in the AFC. Don't really care because Hutch won. Hopefully they gave it to Judon, who's the GOAT, but probably not. Fucking bitch ass motherfuckers. All right. Appreciate you guys. You guys all have a good night. I know I said I was going to get out of here. Yeah, good luck tomorrow, Kenny. Good luck. You're going to need it. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow for the game, by the way. I'll make a post about it, and I'll have the VOD up and everything and all that, but I won't be live till like 10:30 tomorrow. I'm going to miss 90% of the game, which is annoying. But that'll be like the only time that I guess we'll see how much that happens. But again, Sundays won't be affected. Sometimes like the Mondays and Thursday nights might be a little weird, but fucking not Sunday. I don't play that shit. So please just don't schedule me on Sundays. I'm only available till 1 anyway, 1 p.m. I was like, I'll let you know when my schedule opens back up for Sundays, but for now I just can't work that shift. I can only work till 1. You know, the whole Jesus thing. I lied and straight up told them people it's for religious purposes. You want to know why I did that? So they can't fucking ever question me about it. Because they're not allowed to ask any questions, and you don't ever have to answer questions, but you'd be like, I don't want to talk about that, actually. That was literally what I said. They're like, oh, what religion are you? I was like, I'd prefer not to discuss that. Thank you. And they're like, oh, no problem. And I was like, oh, fucking, I love abusing things like this. Because if I had balls, I would have went, oh, it's the NFL religion. I'm in an NFL religion. Don't worry about it. We pray to football gods. And if you don't think that it works, Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls. And let's just say I've been in this cult for a while. Because I do believe in football gods. Like, that's the thing. That's the only deity and higher powers I think actually exist. I think they're very happy with me. Generally. Not right now. I did something to piss some guys off, which I apologize for. Just, put the Patriots. Well, I guess they gave me the Lions being good now. I don't know. They giveth and they taketh, right? I just hope that they stop doing whatever the fuck they're doing to the Patriots. That shit ain't fair, dude. You know, fucking bullshit. So I got them 6 Super Bowls, though. One more would be fucking great, though, so we can shut everybody up. We just need one more so everyone shuts up about Bill Belichick, and I could be like, see, there we go. Now no one can say anything. They both won one apart, and now it's right back in the middle. 50-50. You know what's crazy, Mike? If you're still here, if anyone's still here. Do you remember before Brady left for the Bucks, everybody would yell at me? I used to be. Remember how opposite that used to be around here? How I used to have to fight with people about how Tom Brady was like. What was my take? It was they were 50% responsible for the total success of the dynasty. Belichick ran the first part, and Brady ran the second leg of the dynasty. And everyone always disagreed with me on that, and they said it was all Bill. It was all Bill. It was all Bill. It's only Bill. It's only Bill. It's only Bill. It's only Bill. Tom was just a lucky guy. And then now it's completely different. Now it's Bill was the lucky guy, and it's like, why is it always so absolute? It's literally, well, why don't we listen to them and to the fact that they both said it's a 50-50 partnership? That's the reason they succeeded. Well, I don't think it was that. Well, literally, Tom Brady said he wouldn't have been as good without Belichick. And Belichick, I think, said the similar things about Tom. So it's like, why are we like pretending like they didn't? I don't think you have one without the other. Crazy. All right, though. I'm out of here. I gave you guys a little extra, right? We got over the 2-hour mark that way. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Football. Or Thursday Night Football. I gotta stop saying wrong team names. Wrong events. Becoming a fraud. Nope, there's no news. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. If anyone has anything left, let me know. But if not, I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your nights. Go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, it's always go Patriots. And yeah, that's that.